give it everything you got and never again.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on WildCard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Dolphins on Sunday night primetime.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in this year's Super Bowl.
It's really what the regular season does. It gets you battle-tested before you take the field in these playoffs, where it's win or pack your bags. When we saw these guys in Week 1, not...
Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Straight to the air they go. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to the well again. And this one doesn't go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Oh, and they're going to have their fullback trying power for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
This time it's a passing play. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
39-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They motion the tight end over. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. All set up now for 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Now looking to throw. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
He has it at the 13. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Dolphins football. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And as they take the field, Bronk, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Jets get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Jets out to begin another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll run here. It's Hall. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Has it in close. And in. Touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On comes Joshua Cardi to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And he'll get it up to the 44. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Complete over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dropping back to throw. Finds his back complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Finds him over the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's inside the 10. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. He can run it. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jets.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. Now here he goes down the right sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Dolphins, nothing.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Into the hands of Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again! Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Gets this one to Pierce. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And it sets up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's gotten it down to the 30 before going out. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Dolphins back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll throw on 1st. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You've aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. I'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jets with 10 to go still on 2nd down. Setting up a throw. That's taken in by Henry. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Miami offense headed out there now. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll come up 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Finds the in route, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Jets' 23-yard line.
From the 23. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Miami. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The Jets take their first time out. 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hall there to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. He'll throw it yet again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
That fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Texans are able to finish strong, and they are a top contender for a Super Bowl title as they wind up at 14-3 on the year.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
the 28-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Balled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Motioning one of the tight ends. To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This time it's a passing play. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down, looking for options. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
He'll look to throw. Has it in close. And in for the Miami touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They start the half to give to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Escapes the pocket. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And they're going to take over possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48. Brought in right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take a 13-point lead. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Gets this one to Pierce. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 18 on second down. He's got it over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's a throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. And oh, he got it! Interception! Sauce Gardner with the INT.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Back out runs their offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Jets football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Able to hit Hall, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
To throw it on 1st down. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now. They'll throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Wilson on the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Now he takes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes their offense out again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. He's got Pierce. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. He's got it at the 24. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. One of the tight ends in motion left. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Ball at the 33 for first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the well again. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Finds the in route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. 2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out.